You can take a guy like Canelo. This guy can do. He can pick and choose who he want to fight. And I'm gonna tell y'all the truth about Canelo. Easy, man. Cakewalk. Easy. Y'all sitting up here, y'all praising this dude. This dude was nothing. I was almost 40 years old when I cooked this dude.
And compare and contrast the fight between yourself and Floyd Mayweather Jr. and tonight's bout with Terence "Bud" Crawford, if you can.
No, I think Crawford is way better than Floyd Mayweather.
Listen, Floyd was the greatest in his era. I'm the greatest in my era. It ain't no need to compare me to Floyd or Floyd to me.
Boxing history is about to change forever. Floyd Mayweather just called out Terence Crawford after Canelo's shocking defeat, and the world cannot stop talking about it. Who's really the king of this era? Stay with me, because what you're about to hear will shake the boxing world. Floyd Mayweather has once again shaken the boxing world by calling out Terence Crawford right after Canelo Alvarez's latest fight. With his perfect record and unmatched confidence, Mayweather made it clear that he's ready for another huge showdown. Fans and analysts are now fired up, imagining what it would look like if Mayweather faced Crawford, one of the toughest pound-for-pound fighters in the sport today. The boxing world is buzzing with excitement and tension.
Let me ask you though, Canelo this week actually said something interesting. He goes that Crawford's a better fighter than Mayweather. Do you agree with that? Do you feel like he is?
I think he's more all-rounded in some ways, but Mayweather was so good at certain things that made him impossible to beat. He really stuck to his niche of style, where Crawford kind of tries to fight the more honest, I guess, exciting, traditional way, being there, just moving out the way, landing the shot, where Mayweather would have you dancing around him and chasing him and falling short and falling in and countering the life out of you, and knew and understood 10-9 rounds better than anyone else. Like, you only have to win 7, 10-9 rounds clear and you've won the fight as long as you don't get put down. And obviously he never really got put down. I know there's a few question marks, but for all intents and purposes, never got put down, and he was the best, one of the best to ever do it. It's very hard to go a whole career undefeated.
Terence "Bud" Crawford defended his undefeated record by beating Canelo Alvarez through a unanimous decision, becoming the undisputed super middleweight champion. The fight took place at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas on September 13, 2025, and was one of the year's most anticipated events. Moving up 2 weight divisions, Crawford entered with supreme confidence. Even though Canelo was bigger and stronger, Crawford controlled the fight with sharp footwork, smart defense, and accurate combinations, neutralizing Canelo's natural advantages.
What did you think? What did you think of the fight?
Man, I loved it, man. I love the fight, man. I love the fight. I did not know how it was gonna go. I didn't think the weight was gonna be a problem for Terence Crawford. I'm on record saying I didn't think it was gonna be a problem, but it stood to be seen. It needed to be seen, and I knew we would have known after the first, second, or third round. You feel what I'm saying? And when I seen how Canelo was respecting his jab and how Canelo was respecting his power from the very beginning, I knew how it was gonna go. And I knew that Bud was only gonna get stronger and get bolder, and start to wear him down, because Canelo is known to start to wear a little bit in the later round.
Everyone said that Crawford was not going to exchange tonight, and he traded with Canelo up close.
Man, Bud is the best, man. Bud is the best. I've been on wax and saying that, Bud. I've been on wax and saying that for a couple of years now. I bet against Bud on Spence. I bet against Bud on Porter. I didn't think that Bud was the best. I got to give it to him. Bud the best, right? He hands down. He the best. He the best right now. I don't think nobody need to question him no more. I mean, you kind of got to give him his respect no matter what. You got to give him his respect. He just went up 2 weight classes, what people said he couldn't do. He's doing everything that people say he can't do, and he is doing it with ease. You got to respect that.
Break it down for me. How did he win that fight in the way he won it tonight?
He won the fight by gaining Canelo's respect. I think he was already in Canelo's head a little bit. I think that even though Canelo knew he was smaller and everything else, these fighters are still humans, and they hear what the people are saying. Canelo was, I'm sorry, not Canelo. Crawford was undefeated. Look at what he did to the Spence. I mean, look at what he's doing to some of these people. So no matter what, I mean, you have to take that into consideration.
For this fight, Mayweather Jr. placed a big bet on Terence Crawford, believing in his skills against Canelo Alvarez. Despite Crawford being seen as the underdog, Mayweather risked $50,000 at plus 148 odds on Crawford to win. When Crawford secured victory by unanimous decision, Mayweather's bet turned into $124,000 in winnings. This not only showed his faith in Crawford but also his deep knowledge of boxing and fighters.
Check this out, guys. Floyd Money Mayweather just shared on social media that he bet $50,000 on Crawford to win, and he won $75,000 back. So Crawford made Mayweather $74,000. Most people that I talked to were betting on Canelo. A few people bet on Crawford. How much money did you win on Crawford? $200 here, $200 there. But most people that I know bet on Canelo. And we'll hear from Canelo. We're gonna hear from Crawford. And I'll keep you guys posted. But right now, Floyd Money Mayweather bet on Crawford and make some money. What do you want to see Crawford do next? What do you want to see Canelo do next? Let me know. Definitely interesting developments here tonight. When I watched the fight live, I thought Canelo won. I think Canelo won. I have to watch it again, but with no audio because I know the broadcasters were all against Canelo. They were all against him all week from the rivals. So I don't expect anything different.
Mayweather has also been vocal about who deserves the top pound-for-pound spot. He declared that Terence Crawford is the #1 fighter in the world today. After Crawford's brilliant performance against Canelo, Mayweather praised his discipline, talent, and dominance across multiple weight divisions. For Mayweather, being pound for pound isn't just about titles, it's about proving superiority over the very best. Crawford's undefeated run in victories over elite champions prove he is the man to beat in modern boxing.
Right now, in your opinion, who's the best fighter in the world?
We can put Tank up there in the top 10 in pound for pound. He has to be somewhere in pound for pound. And Canelo done something that is amazing when Canelo was able to go to light heavyweight and become light heavyweight champion, something that I didn't even see him going up that heavy, and he did that. So, but as of right now, I have to put Terence Crawford as #1.
Interestingly, Crawford has also admired Mayweather not only for his boxing skills but also for how he managed his career and legacy. Over time, that respect turned into a genuine bond. Mayweather has often given Crawford small tips and advice, and Crawford takes it seriously, applying it to his career. Their connection is built on ambition, respect, and a shared understanding of what it takes to achieve greatness in boxing.
But I know how you is. You be sizing niggas up, bro. Keep it a stack. Did you in your head size up Floyd? Like, you know what I'm saying? If we was ever keep it real.
Never. I'm never that type of guy. I think that's some grimy shit. Always been happy for him, been a fan of his, and I never imagined us fight. Yeah. I never looked at him like, man, I know I'll beat him.
Boy, you capping, bro. I never thought like fantasy fight me versus Floyd, man.
Never. I never just was with a person and looked at him like, beat his ass. Never. That's some hate type shit to me.
Like plotting.
I ain't never been that type of person ever.
In a surprising moment, Canelo admitted during a press conference, "I think Crawford is way better than Floyd Mayweather." This shocked fans because Canelo had lost his first career fight to Mayweather back in 2013 when he was an undefeated 23-year-old. Against Crawford, though, he faced a fighter with lightning-fast hands, superior footwork, and precise strategy. Crawford's ability to jump up 2 weight classes and still dominate Canelo showed his greatness. He outboxed Alvarez with brilliant defense and sharp counterpunching for all 12 rounds.
It's with Fight Hub TV right here in the middle.
Yeah.
Champ, first off, I want to thank you for the illustrious career that you have given us in the game. You've been a steadfast professional in the way that you conducted yourself, and I want to thank you on behalf of all of the boxing media.
Thank you, sir.
Number
my
2,
pleasure.
Champ, I wanted to ask you, this was a fight that we haven't seen from you before. We've never seen you have the sustained and prolonged frustration during the fight. Was there a point in time where you figured that this just wasn't going to be my night? And if you did, when did that happen?
No, I never thought that. I always try. All the rounds I try, but you need to accept it, right? Sometimes you cannot go, and I try all the rounds. I never think about that because imagine, so I cannot think in that way. But I try my best tonight.
And lastly for me, Champ, in the world of comparisons that we live in right now, if you can compare and contrast the fight between yourself and Floyd Mayweather Jr. and tonight's bout with Terence Crawford, if you can.
No, I think Crawford is way better than Floyd Mayweather.
But not everyone agreed with Canelo's statement. Jeff Mayweather, Floyd's uncle, fired back, saying Canelo's comment was just to boost Crawford's status and make his own loss to Mayweather look better. Jeff reminded everyone that when Canelo lost to Floyd, he was already in his prime, while Floyd was older yet still dominated. He also argued that while Crawford is great, nobody can match Floyd's defensive mastery.
Well, also if we remember, Canelo that time was a razor-thin decision. Floyd won, majority decision. C.J. Ross had it with what a lot of people had as a draw. And then the other two judges scored it for Floyd, of course. And that was a Floyd at the top of his game with a very green Canelo with very little experience, and he still took him, into deep waters. So
what was Canelo? What, 20-something? 21? 23? 25?
Yeah, he was. Very, very young in the game, obviously.
Yeah, very young. He had more fights than Floyd, and he lost.
Yeah, but
a man that was 30-something years old, 36.
But Floyd was clearly at the top of his career, and Canelo had fought a lot of people.
But are you at the top of your career in your prime? You in your prime? You ain't in your prime when you're at 36. That's not your prime.
Did he lose? I mean,
the prime is in your 20s.
It's different for different people.
Yeah, okay. Well, and that's why Canelo was saying what he's saying.
Want to
make himself look like he did something great.
Trainer Greg Hackett also entered the debate, insisting that Floyd Mayweather remains superior to Terence Crawford. He acknowledged Crawford's brilliant win over Canelo but stressed that Mayweather's unmatched defense, ring IQ, and perfect record across multiple weight divisions set him apart. According to Hackett, Mayweather's legacy keeps him above Crawford in the all-time rankings. This debate continues to heat up the boxing world, with fans split over who truly deserves to be called the best of this era.
The Floyd Mayweather that Canelo Alvarez fought.
Yeah.
And the last version of Terence Crawford that we've seen in the ring.
Yeah.
Who's the better fighter, Jim?
Of course, you got to give it to Floyd. Floyd at that time. Ben, what's up? Floyd at that time versus Canelo was in total confidence. His skill set, his IQ. You know what I'm saying? Everything he do, he was just a complete fighter that night. But I feel like was up against a lot because he was fighting a guy that we knew something about, but we ain't know too much about. People don't understand how much a fighter could be thrown off by what he don't know. And the reason it throws you off is because you're actually learning about the fighter while you in there. That's what Bud went up against that night. That's why he didn't look so great to me.
So tell me, Floyd Mayweather or Terence Crawford, who is truly the #1 fighter on the planet? Drop your thoughts below, because this debate is exploding worldwide. And trust me, the story is only getting bigger from here.
Fight.
Canelo saying that Crawford's a better fighter than Mayweather. Do you agree with that?
No, I don't. But I think Crawford's a phenomenal fighter. The thing is with Crawford, and I was kind of goading him on this, and it's not his fault. His resume's not that impressive. Like I said to him, tell me your best win ever. This is what I said to him. And you know what he said? Ricky Burns. Right? Now, Ricky Burns is a great fighter. He's my guy. He's a 3-division world champion. But you can't say that he is, like one of the greats. He's one of the greats of Scottish boxing. But if you're talking about one of the greatest pound-for-pound fighters of all time, it's not Terence's fault that he hasn't been able to get those fights. But a lot of the guys that he's fought have been done. Even arguably Ricky Burns at the time. I know he went on to win other world championships, but he was kind of on the slide at that time. Kell Brook, Amir Khan, Gamboa. All of these guys. Who else did he beat? Ndongo. Like Errol Spence, another example. Terence is brilliant, but he's never actually really had many notable victories. This would be it. I mean, this would be an incredible achievement. But I just feel like at the age that they're at, like, what is going to happen in this fight? And I just see I don't think Terence, because he shouldn't, is going to take that many chances in the fight. He needs to use his movement, use his footwork, which Canelo doesn't like, and win rounds. And Canelo doesn't really like to force a fight. When did you last see Canelo really trying to get a finish?